about EDIL. On EDIL, that's the loan from SBA. Some people are telling people to, while some other people are getting on here, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, follow me on Facebook at Bossed Up Academy, as well as IG. And we have a YouTube channel, Bossed Up Academy, as well. Hey, Chris. Hey, Lamisha. We're going to talk about EDIL. That is the $10,000 grant that you may have applied for, but then SBA reduced it down to $1,000 per employee. Well, if you call them back and you call them on their 1-800 number and tell them you really need the money, guess what? They're giving people their money. You may have to escalate it to a tier 2 supervisor or manager. You may have to escalate your call, but they will help you with getting the money. And some people are getting the money as fast as the next business day, even if they have been denied for the loan. Also, if you've been denied for the loan through SBA, you have 7 days. Well, you have more than that. But if they are requesting more information from you to approve you for the loan, you only have 7 days to get them the additional information. If you're unsure what the additional information is, you need to call into the 1-800 number, ask them for what it is that you exactly need for the additional information so that they can reverse your loan. Say they offer you $15,000, but you really want $100,000. You can ask for a reconsideration. You can do that by letter, or you can do it by escalating a phone call to a tier 2 manager who can assist you with getting the loan increase. And you can tell them, hey, it's a 30-year loan. My payments are only $70 a month. My business really can afford a $140 payment a month. So we have the means to pay you back at $140 a month. So could you increase my loan? And guess what? They're wanting to get people off of the phone. These people are not working for SBA. Actually, they have been contracted by Rocket Mortgage. So you may get some people that have a high accent when you call in, or your loan officer may have a high accent. So what you want to do is ask them also if you need help with doing a letter for reconsideration, either because you were denied or because you did not get the amount you want. If you contact Bossed Up Academy, we will help you with getting your loan increased from SBA. It is very much possible. Like I said, I had somebody that they increased their loan just because they wanted to get them off the phone. And they gave them the $10,000, and the manager promised their money to be in the account the same day. Make sure that they have your right routing number and account number on file, because they may not be able to send you your money. Also, like I said, if you want to get a loan increase, a lot of it is you have not because you asked not. So you need to make sure that you can ask them for more, and a lot of times they will agree to do it. You can also ask for an increase up to 2 years after you get the loan. So say you they don't grant your increase right now. Well, you can ask them in 6 months, hey, I've been paying you good. Can you increase my loan? You have up into 2 years to ask for the loan increase. Even if you are a solopreneur or you don't have any employees, if you can justify why you can pay the money back, guess what? They're giving it to you. I would say do it now rather than later. You don't want to wait to ask for the increase because they may run out of funds again. Also, some people are on the internet telling people, oh, if you can't meet the guidelines, don't take the money. If you're not going to know how to use the money for what they're telling you to use the money, even if you don't need the money or want the money, or if you're scared that you don't know how to use the money, take the money, save it, because guess what? These guidelines are continuing to change all the time. Some people are telling people to give the money back. Well, guess what? The guidelines could change in 2 months and they could say, we're going to forgive everybody who got this loan and now you're out. Just like on PPP, that paycheck protection, at first they told you, hey, you had to spend the money within 8 weeks of you getting it and you have to give back, you have to put 75% into payroll. Well, guess what? This past week, they came back and said, no, you don't have to do 75%. You can do 60% and we'll still forgive the loan. So while the SBA is trying to figure out what the guidelines are, you don't want to sit here and miss out. Only valid for at the moment. I'm talking about, thank you, Vaughn. Right now, they are only taking applications for agriculture, but I'm talking about the people that applied back at the end of March, the people that applied in May. Also, Vaughn, you don't want to just say, oh, they're only taking agriculture. If you can submit your application to them now, I would suggest you submit it, because the SBA don't know what they're doing right now. They keep making up the rules as they go along. Oh, Lee, yeah, call me later about, or inbox me. You got my phone number, so call me later. But you want to not just say, oh, they only giving out agriculture. If you can submit your application now, do it now. A lot of people are being rule followers. You can't be a rule follower when dealing with this program, because guess what? None of these rules are concrete right now because the government is still trying to find their way. And while they're trying to find their way, it could benefit you. So I would suggest, if you did your EDIL, that's the form that you filled out for the grant, call them, and they say open to 8 o'clock. I would suggest you call them, ask for a loan increase if you feel comfortable with paying the higher payment. They're giving you a 30-year loan, like a mortgage amortized, and they are giving it to you at 3.5%, about 3.75%. So you can't even charge anything on your credit card unless you do a balance transfer for 0%. So even if you don't, I can't stress this enough, even if you don't need the money, don't want the money, I would take the money, let it make its own payments. And while the government is figuring this out, because you are going to be devastated if you find out that they are going to forgive these loans, or they're not going to make people pay them back, or they decide to change the terms of the loan and you sent your money back and now you can't get it back. So I highly suggest you use your own judgment when dealing with the SBA. Like I said, they keep changing stuff all of the time. So make sure that you are using your own judgment and hold on to the funds if you can't do anything else until they get it figured out, because you don't want to miss an opportunity for a reduced low interest money or potentially free money once they figure out the kinks and keep working out things that are within these loans. So don't let anybody talk you out of it. Also, I've got some more questions coming here. Yes, the SBA is all over the place. And like I said, they've been contracted by Rocket Mortgage. Rocket Mortgage has called some other people in. So it's just a big mess. But in the midst of chaos is the quiet storm, and you don't want to miss out on the quiet storm, because after all the chaos and the dust settles, you may be able to put yourself and your business in a better position. Call them tomorrow. They are giving away money to get people off the phone. Ask for a tier 2 supervisor. Ask for a manager. That's how you're going to get things done. Also, if you're denied, I can't stress enough for you to apply for a reconsideration. If they're asking you for more information, such as your tax returns, you may want to go ahead and get those filled out so that you can turn it into them so they can make a final decision on your loan. Like I said, you can't borrow money anywhere for 3.5. Make sure that you follow the guidelines, read the fine print of the loan, but also make sure that you stay up to date as to what's happening, because like I said, by them being all over the place, they're changing the rules every week, every day, and you've got to stay on top of it. Don't think because it started out this way that it's going to end this way, and you're going to be devastated if you miss out on some free money. Nobody can guarantee you that. Nobody has a crystal ball, but PPP is a prime example of them changing the rules, changing the game, and not being consistent across the board. PPP started out at 0.5%, then it went to 1%, then it went to forgivable guidelines, and then the forgivable guidelines said you must use 75% for payroll. Last week they changed it. Oh, you don't even have to use 60% now for payroll. Do not miss out, even if you hold on to the money and feel like you don't need it. If you need help, we do charge a fee, but we can write your letter of reconsideration. If you have any questions, please do feel free to reach out. Thank you.